The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Boston Red Sox.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Yeah, if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's hitting over 400 so far here in April. Obviously, we can't get too excited about it because there is so much season left, but he's off to a great start.
Rick Porcello gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, this will be his second start of the season. In his first start, he already got himself in the win column. He'll be looking to add to that here.
And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Pablo Sandoval is one of the most surprising players for what he can do defensively. He doesn't have the speed or quickness to cover much ground, but he makes up for it with cat-like reflexes, situational awareness, and a very, very strong arm.
Adam Jones makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime. Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is in there for a called strike one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests.
And they've been as hot as anybody in the league recently, so all they need to do is keep playing the way they've been playing, and you have to say they stack up with anybody in baseball.
Now a palm ball is looked at here for strike 2. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called as he drops in a beauty there, and that's the first out of the afternoon.
And there you see the numbers from his last time out. Picked up his first win of the season in that ball game, so he'll be looking for number 2 here.
Kim will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Porcello has his target. Here's the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Under it is Sandoval, and there's the second out.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Manny Machado gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Bogarts onto the grass, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Steve, what's the key for them to continue this winning streak?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Ubaldo Jimenez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, you look at his numbers, he's got 100 career wins. That's a nice number, but he'd like to build on that. Looking for 101 here in this one.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it, to the shortstop, or actually anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Xander Bogaerts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Eric Karros, it's been, all things considered, a pretty good start to the campaign as they have 4 wins from their first 6 tries.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so let's see if they can keep it going here.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Dustin Pedroia will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This one's down to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Good start to the inning here. Back-to-back singles have him in a good position to push across that first run of the afternoon.
Mookie Betts will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
3-0 pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored 1 run. To get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them feel like they've got to press up there.
David Ortiz will stride in now. He drove in his guy's lone run of the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
The 0-1 on its way. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know what? I don't know if there's ever a good time for a hit by pitch, but there are definitely some bad times, and that was a bad time right there. Now you load the bases, and you do it for a dangerous hitter as well.
Pablo Sandoval will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Hit hard toward the right side. And Davis will just watch this go by. It's a fair ball. 1 run scores. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. And they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
Hanley Ramirez stands in with another first inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
These are the at-bats that stick with you for a while as a hitter. First inning opportunity, bases loaded, winds up striking out. He'll have a few more chances yet to come, but he won't have any that are better than this.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Shot foul over towards the coaching box. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hot shot on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-0 game. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Rusney Castillo will dig in now. Off to a .350 start here in the month of April. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Nothing going right for him early on. It almost looks like he's trying to aim everything, and it's just not happening so far.
Sent toward first. Hardy for one. Back to the pitcher, covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. Boston's out in front, 3-0. Chris Davis will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday.
Davis.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
How about that sequence right there? Fastball, fastball, and fastball again. No surprise what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the 3-pitch see you later.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Porcello gets the sign. Here's the 1-0. Hit hard, but right into the shift. There is Pedroia. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here, 2 away.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Jonathan Scope is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still down 3-0. Blake Swihart strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove they can lay off that thing in the...
Ouch, that one hit him.
I got him. Take your break.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much.
Shortstop, number 2.
One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, well, 2 things actually. 1, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and 2, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
First delivery to him on the way. Xander Bogaerts is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, this second inning's not starting out any better than the first.
The 1-0 delivery. That's wide, 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You definitely don't want to go hit by pitch, walk to start this inning. So you got to bear down right here. Really lock in on that catcher.
Taking all the way that time, it's 3-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, the hits just keep on coming here. You see the highlighted column right there. That's 6 against them already, and we're just in the second inning.
Dustin Pedroia strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Here's Mookie Betts. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Here it comes on 1-1. On the ground to third. Machado is there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on the show. Dario Alvarez will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Betts. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 8, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Matt Wieters will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Porcello's ready. First pitch on the way. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 9th, shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
J.J. Hardy will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
Tap foul at home plate. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit to first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
And even though they've been out hit by 5 so far, this is still just a 3-0 game. So they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Back to the top of the order now, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this inning was going nowhere. All of a sudden, though, it's changed dramatically. A base hit, a wild pitch. Now, just like that, there's a runner in scoring position.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Steve, Eric, and I return to Boston after this. David Ortiz digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, David Ortiz.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. 1 away.
Yeah, and he had the range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. Grounded to third. Machado has it. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Hard liner to center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned the corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they lead it 3-0. Kim will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced, or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the third baseman, Manny Machado. Porcello into the windup. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
But don't worry, I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Belted high and deep into right center. Bradley retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Rusney Castillo is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Left fielder, number 38.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike one.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
Grounded to the right. Scope has it. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Good job out there on the mound.
Number 23.
Down in the count 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Blake Swihart steps up to the plate looking for a little revenge after getting hit with a pitch his first time up.
Got him right in the back. Doesn't feel good, never does, but I can think of a lot worse places to get dosed.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 2-0 now. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Hardy's there. Throw to first will be in plenty of time, and Jimenez is looking sharp now. 2 away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in now. The winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike one.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So a very good inning that time for Ubaldo Jimenez. Now let's see if the bats can come to life. They're down 3-0. Leading off the inning, Pedro Alvarez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
The second baseman, number 6.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Jonathan Scope in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
No, that's low.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That evens it up 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Scope is retired, 2 down now.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dariel Alvarez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a fly ball. Betts on the move, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Palm ball there, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A little bouncer. That's foul, so the battle will continue.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit down the line at first. Ramirez is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail in this one 3-0. Dustin Pedroia comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen. Back at it now is Jimenez as he's able to jump ahead in the count quickly here. 0-1. Lined hard toward right center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So with the leadoff man at first, time to jump back a half century or so as we call on today's version of this date in baseball history. Mookie Betts will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
There goes Pedroia in the dirt, and they won't get him. It's a stolen base for Pedroia.
Well, that's a great pitch to run on there. The ball's over in the other batter's box. You see a nice job behind the plate to slide those feet and get into a V to knock the ball down, but no way to throw a guy out after that.
1-0 pitch is a splitter in there. 1-1. For Pedroia, just his first stolen base here in the month of April. Swinging a soft liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Well, this is not exactly the most convincing swing you're going to see, but this is a results-oriented game. He manages to take the ball the other way and make his way aboard.
T.J. McFarland is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. And he lays off there, 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Too high, and it's 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside.
None of those can find the strike zone.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Pablo Sandoval steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. And that's in there for strike 1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
The 0-1. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he is in there. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. It's swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Alvarez is there. Let's see if they try it. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Yeah, probably a little bit of a sigh of relief out there on the pitching mound there. With a run in, the bases loaded, nobody out. You're just looking to get an out or two any way you can. So I think the sacrifice fly is a pretty good trade-off that you can live with right now.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Rusney Castillo will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Belted high in the air out to left. Kim going back on it. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm not a big fan of second guessing, but I guess that's what I'm paid to do. Why would you leave him in with the bases loaded?
Stepping in now, Blake Swihart, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
On the ground to the left side. Oh, look at Machado. He's out.
He's out. What a play.
The shortstop, number 2.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the
Bogarts.
pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out, and the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So they strike for 6 in the inning, as there's the big blow, the grand slam home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Orioles nothing. Matt Wieters will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Red Sox have elected to challenge the previous.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out. So this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. J.J. Hardy is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Adam Jones will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 9-0. Oliver Drake will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Dustin Pedroia will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
You see here on show track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. If you leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Here's Mookie Betts, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Here it comes on 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch lines up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz.
Nope.
And he takes ball 1.
Well, that strike zone looks like it's tightening up a bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Settling in now, Pablo Sandoval, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's got great numbers against the right-handed pitching, hitting over 350 this year.
And this is low, ball 1. in there, and it's even at 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Popped up. Machado is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox leave 1, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Kim is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Manny Machado will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
Ground ball left side. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Yeah, not a real good throw that time. We'll see it again. Almost a great save at first. But you see, he just sort of knocks it down right in front of him. Maybe he didn't open that glove as wide as he could have. That'll be a throwing error.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Pedro Alvarez.
Pedro Alvarez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced. But look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Orioles. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Hanley Ramirez steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. And a high strike there, 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. A quick out number one.
Number 25, center
Jackie
fielder,
Bradley Jr.
Jackie
digs
Bradley
in. He
Jr.
reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at bat. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. One out, nobody on. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Got him swinging 2-0, but he missed the splitter. 2-1.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Rusney Castillo.
Rusney Castillo will stand in again as we take you back to the fifth inning for the big blow. A grand slam that obviously has been their biggest at-bat of the game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
1-2. Here it comes. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Kim is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Jonathan Schoop will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Joe Kelly will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Slapped hard the opposite way. And boy, just get out of the way of that one. He'll be on base to start the inning.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Dariel Alvarez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. That's by him for strike 1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
No one out with a runner at second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, 2 straight fastballs in on the hands. They haven't produced a strikeout. So now 2-2, you've got a few options here.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Getting late. 8th inning now from Fenway with the Red Sox on top as you get a look at our game's line score to this point. Striding into the box, Matt Wieters. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall. A home run. So it's a 2-run blast off the bat of Matt Wieters. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, this has pretty well been an afternoon to forget so far, but at least he's going to get something positive to show from an individual standpoint. Maybe pad those stats a little bit as he gets a good pitch to hit here, and he really gears up on it.
First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Swihart scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and Jones gets under this one and sends a high fly ball to deep left field. And gone. Umpires are signaling for a home run, but boy, that was very close. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the video review seems over, and the home run is indeed going to stand, so the replay will uphold the original call, and that was a case of better safe than sorry.
Now batting, number 25.
Standing in now, Kim. He'll pop this one foul off to the left, and it's strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. 3 runs already home here. Squared that one up just a little late. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. pulled toward right center field. Bradley on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Orioles 3. Ryan Mattis will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Blake Swihart will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That's inside. 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Well, that's a tough part of this game right here. You do everything right and get donuts. Absolutely nothing for it. You see, he goes with the pitch well, drives it the other way, but it's directly to the second baseman. He barely has to move.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Ready now, Dustin Pedroia. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Machado in foul ground. 2 down.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit. You get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Into the box, Mookie Betts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the belt, the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Manny Machado will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Got him. A reminder to stick around here after the game comes to an end here at Fenway, as we'll have post-game highlights at the conclusion of the broadcast. Chris Davis will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Robbie Ross will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Robbie Ross.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Boy, he's taking on the heart of the lineup and going right through it like they weren't even there. That's back-to-back strikeouts now to the number 3 and 4 hitters, and he's making it look easy.
In now is Pedro Alvarez, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
So the Red Sox helped out quite a bit by the start turned in by this man, Rick Porcello. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 9-3. So long from Fenway.